Hey guys, Chris with My Comic Shop Canada here. We've got another CGC unboxing, and not sure what was in this one. We're gonna find out though. Lots coming back every week. I've got boxes coming back now. So some of these are a year old. Most of these are not that old though. Let's see what we got here. ASM 318 McFarlane Scorpion cover, 9.6. So. Obviously, I was hoping for a 9.8. Would have been a 9.8 probably a year ago, but today it is a 9.6. 9.6 is the new 9.8. Next one we've got is Transformers number 80. This came back a 9.6, which I'm quite pleased with, actually. I thought this one was a little lesser grade. I've already got 3 9.8s, I think, that I've got back in these. But this one I thought was a little bit lower grade. I thought it was maybe a 9.2. So obviously they did a good job of pressing it. 9.6. Last issue. I love those later Transformer issues. This is a cool one. A late G.I. Joe issue. Late in the run. Low print runs. A 9.8. Number 145. I really like these late G.I. Joe issues. The low print runs. Never really had them as a kid, those later ones, so it's nice to get them now. This one, Action 544. I was hoping this was a 9.8. It really looked like a 9.8 when I sent it in. It looked perfect, but maybe one little corner's not perfect there. So anyways, I like this book. It's got the new Lex Luthor costume and the new Brainiac costume from the Superpowers TV show and toy line, which I loved as a kid. So it's not really a big key, but a minor key and a little bit nostalgic. So I like that one. Oh, here's a good one. So Solson Christmas Special number 1. This is the first published work of Jim Lee. This is a cool book. Came back in 9.2. These are tough to find in high grade. The black cover. Very happy with the 9.2. It's a really, really tough one to find. Early 90s. Any Jim Lee fans? Ooh, this is nice. Second printing of Aliens number 1 from Dark Horse. First appearance of Aliens in a 9.6 white pages. That is a tough book to find at 9.6, 9.8. It's very, very tough. Even 9.6 is very good. Happy with that. Speaking of Aliens, Dark Horse presents 34. This is another early Aliens issue, one of the first few appearances of Aliens. Dark Horse presents, came back at 9.8. Happy about that. They're not really worth anything yet, but give it some time. Aliens in the Marvel domain now in Disney's hands. Maybe those will go up. Oh, nice. Alpha Flight number 1. Canadian price variant. So I've sent a bunch of these in. They always come back 9.4s or 9.6s or 9.2s. But my Canadian price variant newsstand came in a 9.8. So not going to complain about that. That's it's definitely a nice one to have in a 9.8. Spawn versus Batman, the classic. I love this book. I bought this hoping it would be a 9.8, but came back at 9.6, but still okay. It's a cool book. Probably not worth anything in a 9.6, but just for the PC, it's all right. X-Men 119, bought this one raw in Silver Snail Comics in Toronto, actually. And I thought it was a very high grade. And sent it in. It came back a 9.8. So happy about that. From the Chris Claremont, John Byrne run. Those are all great issues to have. Another McFarlane Spider-Man. This is Silver Sable on the cover and Paladin. Came back at 9.6. Was hoping for a 9.8, but what the hell. 9.8s are not super easy to come by these days. Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends. First Firestar in comics. Of course, this is a newsstand. I mean, not uncommon back in those days. Came back in 9.4. I'm happy about that. I really like this book. I think Firestar is going to be a star in the MCU at some point. She's got just enough woke factor to her that she might be a star. And here's another one that I sent in. This came back in 9.2, so kind of what I thought they would be. I wasn't thinking those would be 9.8's by any means. Oh, this one I'm very happy about. All-Star Comics 69, first appearance of the Huntress. Arguably. There's the other one as well where she's on the cover. Came out, supposedly they both came out in the same week, so which one's really her first appearance, I don't know. But I've got that in a 9.6, but this is according to CGC, this is her first appearance. So, and a 9.8. That's pretty awesome. I thought this would be a 9.6, but hey, I am not complaining. Win some, you lose some. Happy about that. John Byrne's Next Men 21. This is Faith Part 3. So this is the first color appearance of Hellboy. 9.6, I think that's a pretty fair grade. I was hoping for 9.8, but I can see a little spine tick there. So, yeah, it's good. If you're a Hellboy fan, I like Hellboy. Long Shot, number 1. This thing has kind of had some spec going for it for a while there. I think it's just a cool book. Is he going to end up in the MCU? Maybe at one point. 9.6, white pages. I was hoping a 9.8, but I'll take the 9.6. Oh, I love these. This is Spawn 231. So this whole run of homage covers I really, really like. This one is homaging ASM number 1, of course. And picked this up at the Comic-Con in Vegas, I remember. And sent it in, came back 9.8 white. Well, that's good. Oh, Swamp Thing 33. Very happy with that. From the Alan Moore run. This is the House of Secrets 92 homage cover. I knew this was a 9.8. It was pristine when I bought it. Not that they're worth a lot in that era, but they're just cool for the PC. Picked this one up when I was in Edmonton and came back 9.8 white pages. So this is first Super Patriot, John Walker as the Super Patriot, who later becomes the agent and all that stuff. So that's pretty cool. Happy with that. That book like shot up during the TV series, the Disney Plus series, and came back down, but it's still cool to have. Very happy about this. This book, everyone knows, is super hot right now. The deluxe edition of Wolverine 88, first Deadpool Wolverine meeting. I bought this at the Raw at the Vegas, also the Vegas trade show, thinking it would be about a 9.4. Paid $40 for it and came back 9.8. So happy about that. It's worth a few bucks more than 40. I think that's a great book. ASM 244 came back 9.8 white pages. Bought this at the Kelowna Comic-Con. And I really like these early Hobgoblin issues. I think when he comes to the Spidey world, those are going to do very well. And they're just cool. I like ASM very much. One of my favorite titles. Here's another Hobgoblin appearance, origin of the Hobgoblin. One of the later Hobgoblins, not the original Hobgoblin. Web 48, bought it raw also at that Comic-Con in Kelowna. Came back in 9.8 white pages. So I'm doing well in this batch. Oh, Marvel Tales 138, reprinting ASM number 1, which came back in 9.8 white pages. That's good. All good. And The Boys 72, last issue. I'm a huge fan of The Boys. I love it. I don't have an issue number 1 yet, but it's on my list. But picked up the very last issue, Garth Ennis from 2012. I love this cover. I think it's so cool. And came back a 9.8, which is even more cool. And last but not least, certainly not least, I picked this bad boy up in Edmonton, raw. It looked absolutely perfect, and I was obviously concerned that maybe there was something I didn't see, but I don't think it's ever been read. Came back at 9.8, very happy about that. Maybe paid $200 for it. So, and I have a 9.6, but I really wanted this in a 9.8, so if anyone's looking for a 9.6, there's going to be one for sale. And that's about it. I hope you guys enjoyed that CGC unboxing.